Well, hello and welcome to our first two-show Saturday at Ragtime. Just finished a matinee, just ate a little dinner. Now I'm out in front of Lincoln Center. This is the Metropolitan Opera House. Ooh, the fountain is fountaining. The iconic fountain of Lincoln Center. How exciting. Oh, she's really doing it today, too. Splashing water all the hell. Wow, okay. Geysering. I don't know if she's supposed to be doing that. I mean, there's water spilling all over this plaza, too, so I don't know if she's meant to be doing what she's doing right now. And there's a couple of young people over there getting themselves soaked. That's cute. Wow. Yeah, I think something's wrong with her. Yeah, something's definitely wrong with her. This sums up on the news tonight. You saw it here first. Anyway, first two-show day. Great. We're rolling. It's good. It's nice to also not be in, rehearsal in the afternoon and then show in the evening, because it's been getting tedious of just, dress them up so they can see them under lights. They've been really, wow. Yes, I don't think this is normal. They've been really working on lighting, so it means they must be in costumes. So we see what those costumes look like under this light. We need a little more of this. We need a little less of that. We want to add this. We want to do that. So it's been tedious. Where are we picking up from? Where are we going to? What part are they doing next? And then after the rehearsal, I got to, re-prep everything to have it fresh for the evening, which is exactly what I'm going to do when I get back from dinner here to prep for tonight's show. Within another week or so, I should have doubles of my shirts, because that's the real hard part, is repress the shirts. And even that's not more than I can handle. So anyway, boring. What else? Yeah, today, now the stagehands are a local one of IATSE, which is my union as well, but their local is local one. Today we came in, and there was a huge spread of crudité and fruit and hummuses and dips and stuff from our local one crew for everybody, which is, I'm telling you, Lincoln Center Theater ain't no rat trap Schubert house down in the Broadway district. Wow, what a lovely thing to walk into this morning from them. I mean, I've worked with a lot of really great, lovely stagehands and stuff, but I've never had a spread of hi, welcome from Local One. Wow, what a treat. And then Colin, who I dress as he plays father, he and Casey Levy, who plays mother, they brought in bagels and cream cheese. So, my God, pre-matinee, we're eating like it was our job. So, well, how nice is that? So anyways, I'm going to go get a nice coffee across the way, saunter back over there. The weather is still nice, so I'm taking as much outdoor time on these two-show days as I can up here in what is for me a new neighborhood for a two-show day. And then I go back to tonight. I just had my first cruise director duty. I don't think I talked about this. In the show, my Brandon plays Tate, who does silhouettes, paper, like the black paper silhouettes of people from back in the day, the cutout silhouette. That's his a push cart. That's his thing at the top of the show. So I said, there's all these silhouettes on his cart on stage. I was like, we need to name the silhouettes. So I took pictures of 6 of them, posted them up with lists saying, everybody, okay, name the silhouettes. Write down the name you think they should be called. Then we'll vote on them, and then I'll announce the winners. And tonight's the night I get to announce what we're calling each of the silhouettes. Now, one of the female-looking silhouettes, I decided her name was Priscilla Wet. Huh? Of course that one won. Who's going to top that? I'm brilliant. So anyways, I had to go back and put together a display, and I got prizes. I got them Oreo cookies, because Oreo cookies are black and white, like the silhouettes. They're white paper on black paper on white. So there it is, a theme. Anyways, that's my first cruise director activity. And then I'm going to lay low a little bit until we get to opening, because that's within 2 weeks, on the 16th, we open soon. Anyway, and our party's going to be at the Met. Lordy dar. I got to pick out my fit. All right, my loves. Happy Saturday for those that are having a Saturday. And keep your powder dry. I don't know. Epilogue as I walk home down Amsterdam Avenue, about to turn into 10th Avenue. You know what? I'm really good at what I do. And I love what I do. And I got such confirmation from my guys. One of my guys, Colin, who plays father. What a sweet guy he is. And fucking handsome. Jesus. Sweethearts, all three of them. But in a nutshell, he was just really, letting me know how much he appreciates what I'm doing. Because the bottom line is, the three principal dressers on the show, we were each requested by a person that we have dressed before as their preferred dresser, and in other situations could be in their, like the other two dressers have been in these actors' contracts before. I've never been in Brandon's contract, and at this theater Lincoln Center doesn't put dressers in contracts. I think I said that. So I am with him out of a request, as are the other two, with the understanding that we will be dressing other people. So all three of us principal dressers got the person that we were requested by and two other supporting principal characters, which could lead to a situation where I'm here for Brandon, I was requested by Brandon, and I've got these other two guys, but Brandon's my priority. And of course, just like the other two dressers, I know that we don't think that way, we don't act that way, we would never work that way. But to hear from Colin, just, kindly to say the appreciation of how his needs, and Rod, who plays Houdini, is the third guy I have, their needs are being met as much as Brandon's needs are being met, which at times has me kind of doing a lot of jockeying of water bottles for three actors, but it would never occur to me to not do that. I can't imagine a situation where, like, I'm here for Brandon and you got your clothes right, so good luck. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. So, that said, I'm good at what I do, and I'm glad it is acknowledged. The silhouette picture contest announcing went very well tonight. The two of the kids won, and we're thrilled that their entries won. And today is the 1-year anniversary of my left knee replacement surgery, interestingly enough. So, and that's going okay. And it just happens today is the 21st anniversary of my hernia that I got on another Broadway show, my first Broadway show, 21 years ago. So I'm doing okay. So there it is. Good night for the end of our first two show day. And Brandon and I also were talking about, I think that 2 shows of this will be very sustainable. I mean, he's finding his rhythms because he's doing so much, but he's finding his pacing and his rhythms, and he says he thinks he's built a show that he can sustain. And I feel the same with this track of I don't feel like I'm like some maniac racing around track. So I think 2 shows of this is going to be all right. And I'm glad for that. So there it is. Good night.